I did want to talk about Real Muto's ejection.
Bro.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was stupid. That was so dumb.
Remember when you always used to say that?
Dude,
Boomin'.
Boomin', we boomin'. You scared
I knew
the living daylight out of me. That's
Oh, how did I not get that?
That scared me. What's the Sportscast? Welcome to the Sports Stuff Show, the Kings of Comedy. I'm Adam.
And I'm Carter.
And let's get right into it. Yeah, we were talking about beforehand how someone flamed my hair in the last episode. And it's kind of funny because, not going to lie, I think...
not a great hair moment for either of us.
Well, it was even worse because that was probably one of the better, since I got my hair cut, one of the episodes where my hair looked a little bit better. I'm like, oh, I mean, this haircut's been a dud.
Bro, I'm telling you, we put the clip out of you hating on the Cavender twins.
They're giving hit back.
And we got a lot of hate comments.
No, people were low-key agreeing with agreeing with me.
Nah.
Someone was like, Gray Hoodie was spitting facts.
I don't know, man.
I'm like, oh, but...
You know, the most common comment on all of our shows, or all our clips, is people putting quotes like, hey, bro, let's start a podcast.
I know. And then I just ignore it. Because I'm like, dude... The funny thing is
it's kind of funny. Like, it's not that bad.
I know. Well, I'm like, the funny thing is that people try to hate, but it's like, why? Also, we have like 10.7K on TikTok, so like,
booming.
I'm just
Remember when you always used to say that?
Dude,
boomin'.
We boomin'. Turning into AB every second with that one. Dude, I could even turn my name into AB because my initials are AB.
That's true. Yeah. So you could go by AB.
I just straight go
I'll
AB.
never call you that, but you can go by it.
I need to grow a mustache and then dye it, bleach it.
I've like instinctively picked up from like the brothers calling you Bridges. I don't know why, because like you're the only Adam now.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Well, that's what I normally went by all the time. Like, I'm familiar with it because that's kind of just been my thing. Ever since I like even played sports, like I've always gone by Bridges.
Facts.
Like this is a weird thing, but I don't really like Adam. Like,
really? I don't like my name either, but I like it more than the stupid nickname I got.
Yeah, Stink. Woo!
Everyone calls me Stink, bro. Everybody. Even like Headley does it now.
Yeah, dude, it's great.
No,
great
it's
times.
not. It's the only nickname that's really stuck.
I know.
And like, it was stupid. I don't know.
I still call you C Drizzy occasionally.
Have we told the story?
No, I don't think so. Or no, yeah, we did. I think.
Yeah.
No, you told me. I don't know if you said it.
I was gonna go out, or I wasn't gonna go out one night. I had just played basketball. Didn't play that great, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna shower. I'm gonna chill at home. Our friend Nessie did not accept that. So as I'm in the shower, he called me like 15 times, and then I get out of the shower because he was outside.
Mm-hmm.
Like he pulled up and like wasn't taking no for an answer. It was very peer pressure-y. It worked. But and he was calling me and I finally answer. He's like, bro, I called you 15 times. Where you at? I'm like, I was taking a shower. And he's like, oh, you shower? Like you must stink. And then he's like, yo, you know how like people call like their couples or like couples call each other Stink? He's like, your new nickname is Stink. I'm like, bro.
What? That's so weird.
And I'm like, okay, there's no way that's going to stick. Like maybe Nessie calls me that, but there's no way. Every person in the fraternity calls me Stink now.
Except for me. I still call you Carter. I mean,
I know. You're like the only one. There was a few still, and yeah.
And then it died out.
And then at the party, Mason walks up to me and goes, Stink. I'm like, okay, well, that was like my last one.
The funny thing is that no one else has nicknames. Like, I mean,
know.
You can consider Bridges a nickname, but it's not really
though,
because that's still my name. And
I guess
that's just
Nessie's technically a nickname, but like,
yeah, but that's what he goes by. So that's not like a nickname. Like, nickname is like something unaffiliated with your name, I feel like. And no one else has a nickname.
I mean, some people call Headley Prezi.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, not as much.
Well,
I don't know how it
stuck
so well.
Bro. Well, even with Headley, like, we before used to just call him Jake, but then we had two Jakes. Because our president was also Jake. Both our presidents were Jake.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, he just goes by Headley now. So, I mean, that's what I do. But
and I guess
I'm trying to think.
I'm Stink.
Yeah. That's so... Well, it was funny because I remember when someone... like first said that, I'm like, who the hell is Stink? I'm like, who came up with this? And I was like, and then they started commenting like on one of the posts that we had, and I'm like,
Peyton. It's
yeah,
Nessie, Darian, and Peyton. They started this. That's their fault.
yeah. I was like, dude, who is this? And then for a second, I'm like, it's either you or Kanan, and I'm like, I don't think anyone's called you Stink. So I was like, I thought it was Kanan, legitimately. So I'm like, oh well.
I guess he's got like the K9 nickname. But
No,
that's literally like his name.
It's not. Well, K9,
I call him that.
Well, I don't think it's K9 because his name, first off, doesn't even start with a C.
Yeah,
I mean,
but like it sounds the same.
Yeah, that's the only reason. But like at that point, I just call him Kanan. Like, oh well. But dude, he literally used me to get into the fraternity, and I didn't even know this man. He said he knew me, and I didn't even know him. No, Kanan.
I was gonna say.
He's like, yeah, I know Adam. And then I was like, I don't even know who this dude is. So why is he saying he knows me? But yeah, it's kind of awkward. But anyways, on to updates. We have 456. Did I say it right? Yeah.
No, you did. It's just such an exact number.
We have 456 YouTube subscribers. It was kind of funny because for the whole weekend we were stuck at 449, and I'm like, dude, we need to get 450. Like, I'm like, come on. And then finally today we got 450, and then I check back, and then we're at 456 like 5 minutes later. So I'm like, damn, they're holding up on us. So yeah, now we're at 456. We did set the goal of getting 500 by the end of the school year,
Got
which
about a month.
I think we could get that by the end of April. So
I mean,
that is the end of
that
the semester.
basically
Yeah,
is
my
the
bad.
end of the school
My
year.
bad. Yeah, so yeah, we probably could get that by April. So at the end of April. So that would be really awesome to get 500, especially before the award show. Getting 500.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Man, we're blowing up. Which, by the way, I figured out with the awards show, we actually get a physical letter if we do it. I thought it was just going to be an email, so I was just waiting for an email. But those are sent out, so hopefully by our Stuff episode, we'll have an announcement on that. Maybe. Yeah, it's kind of also cool, too, because, like I said, I don't know if we talked about this, but there's a sports talk show one, which we won last year. So I nominated for that, and we also nominated for General Excellence.
Yeah.
Which that seems more of a Stuff award, which is I used more of our Stuff episodes for the General Excellence. So, dude, if we win we only have 2 topics in sports and stuff, and if we win,
That'd be sick.
if we won one for sports and one for stuff,
That'd actually be dope.
dude, that'd be so dope. But plus, we'd also have 3 plaques. So, yeah. But that begs the question: would you want the sports one or the stuff one?
No, I just want one. I don't care. I really don't care.
Um,
We're gonna be living together next year anyway. It's all gonna be the same place.
it's gonna be in the same place. I'm gonna hide it. It's gonna be in a vault. It's gonna be like right as soon as we walk through the door. It's gonna be like right there.
Yeah.
Like everyone's gonna
Little
see
flex,
it,
little
high and
flex.
mighty, just right there. But
Low key.
that'd be so
I've
dope.
toured the house. There is like a wall right when you open the front door.
Really, dude, you gotta put it right. We gotta put it like right there,
You know?
right on the wall there. That'd be so hype.
Except when we have people over, it'll get knocked off or stolen.
I know, yeah. We need to hide it for those situations. I'm willing to bet someone, if they saw that, they're going to be like, oh, I'm just going to jack this. Even though it says our names on it.
People like stealing stuff at frat parties, so.
Yeah. It's going to be unfortunate, but
Nah, we'll be good.
they better not steal those awards. Those are my...
Ruby gonna be on lockdown.
What?
If we get it, bro.
I know, if we get it. Hopefully.
I'm falling up again, bro. I don't care how annoying I am. I'm not losing this house.
Yeah.
Because if I lose this house, I'm taking. I can't say that. I'm going to Texas.
Dude, like, the weird thing is that, like, he says he's like, all right, I got you. And then
Just disappears.
Yeah, like it sounds like he's ready for it, and then all of a sudden he's not,
Bro's
and it's
ghosting.
like what? But yeah, it's really really weird. I don't get it. But other updates for YouTube, I ended up making a little segment clip for when I was talking about how my house is haunted, which it still is. That thing is haunted.
He calls me like every night telling me something new that happened.
Yeah, it's
I don't
horrible.
know why he's still going back there.
It's rough. I mean, at least I didn't have one last night, but I also wasn't in there for the optimal time I figured out is 12 to 3 a.m. And I wasn't there from 12 to 3 a.m. And it's just that room. Like, I don't think, I mean, aside from like the thing that happened with my clothes, like it's only been in that room. So
For now,
yeah, until it evolves.
you gotta get out of there.
Yeah. I'm like, ugh. But we made a little segment clip for that where it was like 4 to 5 minutes, and it was just like one of our clips that we had, or one of our segments that we had. So I think that would be something that we want to push a little bit more, is on top of the full episodes, is doing those like more bite size. Like I would say like our episode, like our clips that we have are very bite sized because it's just like a minute. And then this is like the medium, because this is like, 4 to 10 minutes. And
it's like realistically, we don't expect people to
watch the full episode.
Full hour twice a week, right?
Yeah. And like,
that's so hard to keep up on.
Exactly. Like what?
So
that's
clip
8 hours?
Huh?
8 hours?
What are you
Did we
talking
do
about?
8 episodes a week, or 2 episodes a week for 4? Yeah, it'd be 8 hours.
A month, yeah.
Yeah, a month, which is, man.
But yeah, I mean, like the clips are quick and fun, and the segment clips are dope. Like Pat McAfee show does that.
Yeah,
like they clip.
And that's where they get most of their views, is like off those. And it's also like, it's easier for us because we don't have to do like more explicit, shorter form content for it. It's just from our show, just making it more bite sized, I guess. So we'll be working on more of those. I thought you were laughing for a second. I'm like, what? Yeah, and our Creed 3 one did pretty good as well. This Ghost one, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Have you seen it? Like all the edits in there?
I don't know if I've seen the final product.
Yeah, but it was pretty funny. Yeah, but I mean, you're in it, so I mean, you obviously know what we're talking about. So, yeah, we'll be doing more of those. But yeah, I think that's all the updates we have on them. Card.
Yeah. I mean, you forgot the biggest update of all, the Yeet concert.
Oh yeah, we'll be talking about the Yeet concert that Carter went to on next episode for the stuff. But you got all sports.
You got baseball.
Yes.
Give me one.
If you won.
I hate all sports.
All right. Which of these was not a sport? Which of these is not a snowboarding event during the 2018 Winter Olympic Games? Half pipe, parallel giant slam-on. I don't know what that is. Big air or super G?
Super G.
Yeah. Damn it. Wow. For
Let's
1
go.
point. I made you work for that 1 point.
Let's go. All right. 1, 2, or 3. Baseball.
2.
Which player won the AL batting title 5 times in 6 years in the mid-'80s? Wade Boggs, Don Mattingly, Paul Molitor, or Kirby Puckett?
Can you read those again?
Wade Boggs, Don Mattingly, Paul Molitor, and Kirby Puckett. I have no idea if I'm saying Paul's name right.
The second one?
Don Mattingly?
Yeah.
Nah.
It was either him or the first one, right?
It was Wade Boggs.
Damn it. He was the first one, right?
Yep.
Oh, dude, I was going to pick that one too. And I was like either between those two, and then...
Yeah. 1-0. I'll take it. I will take it. March Madness.
Yep. What a surprise, man.
So as we record this, it's a Monday. So the national championship is tonight. Obviously, by the time you see this, it'll be over, so we could look really stupid.
Yep.
But it is San Diego State versus UConn. UConn is currently a 7-point favorite most places. UConn, to get here, their Final Four matchup, they dominated Miami, which was not unexpected because they've dominated every single team they've played.
Yeah.
Like no one's really given them a push yet at all. They look really good. All their wins by, comfortably double digits. This is their first appearance in a national championship since they won in 2014, and they have won every single time that they've been in the championship, which I believe is 4. So yeah, they've never lost one once they got there.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other side, San Diego State, they beat FAU by 1 on a buzzer beater to get here, which was crazy. Like, that was a wild ending possession.
Yeah.
It was Lamont Butler, I believe, that hit the buzzer beater to win the game. This was the first game they've gave up more than 70 points all tournament, which is insane. And this is their first ever appearance in a national championship, obviously, as it was their first Final Four appearance too. So, yeah, I mean, there's not much to say that hasn't been said. Like, UConn is the better team, but SDSU has beat teams better than them already this tournament.
Yeah.
Well,
Alabama
won. Yeah, they beat Alabama, right? Creighton.
But that was pretty
You
convincingly.
could argue
I mean,
Creighton. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's hard to go against UConn right now with how good they look. At the same time, though, you want to lean SDSU just so it's a good game.
yeah.
You know? I mean, UConn -7. I
That's
don't
a
know,
ton
man.
of points.
That's a lot.
I think it's going to be a close game regardless. I mean, last game was it. I don't think it was close. Kansas versus UNC. It was very close at the beginning, but I think Kansas pulled away, didn't they?
Yes.
Yeah, I think Kansas ended up like blowing them out. Like, or it was at first.
There's been a
UNC
good
that was blowing
amount
them out,
of
but then-
close national championship games, though. Like,
yeah,
it's not usually an event that disappoints. It's been
Mhm.
really good. Yeah, I can't remember last year for some reason. I don't know
it was
why.
Kansas UNC, and then people were complaining.
No, it was
because-
close.
It was.
Yeah, it was Kansas. Oh no, Kansas had the big comeback. They didn't pull away. They had the comeback.
Yeah.
They were down by
They were down by a ton,
maybe 15 at half.
and then
They won by I think one possession.
and then Baycott had
I
the
think it was
weird
3.
court thing where the court clearly popped up.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Like,
about that.
That was horrible.
I totally forgot about that.
And I'm like, dude, come on. That was
Yeah.
rough. But I mean, also Baycott's also very injury prone. Like he was. So
After this game, we'll talk about the transfer portal because a lot of big names are transferring right now, which is gonna drastically change next year. I mean, look no further than this game to see how much transfers mean. I mean,
yeah.
you got Trammell on SDSU from Seattle U, who's been great this tournament. Like
hmm
transfers are all over the place.
Well,
And
they're gonna
they
get
change
more.
everything
They're gonna get more too.
after this.
Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, like that's the biggest thing that Boise State has to worry about is because San Diego State's gonna get so many more transfers and it's gonna be
Yeah.
so like and that even hurts our Pac-12 chances because if you had a chance between Boise State, Fresno State, and San Diego State, you look at it.
San
mean-
Diego State's #1.
Yeah, like and San Diego State, I mean, they're good pretty much all around. Like last year they're mid
They're-
at football.
Yeah,
but
they're decent.
they were still, pretty,
Yeah.
they were better. And also they have a baseball team. We don't have a baseball
Yeah,
team.
that's
They made it
one
to
of
a
the bigger things.
championship, like for basketball, out of 64 teams. This is ridiculous.
Mhm.
Like that's
I mean,
absolutely
not even
crazy.
just out of 64, out of everybody.
Yeah.
All
No, there's 64 teams, and they were
Yeah.
one of the 2 that made it. So
I forgot how many D1 teams there are. It's like 365 or something. But
yeah, like it's ridiculous. It's crazy. They've had an amazing season so far, and I think that Pac-12 has to look at them now and say that.
you'd think, especially with losing the 2 teams.
Yeah.
I don't know who else they would bring.
I'm
besides
pretty sure
us.
they'd have to bring a second team.
We have our main issue besides the baseball team is like being, I forget the exact term,
We're in a smaller market.
but no, it's something about our school. Like we have to be some type of accredited research institution, and I don't think we're considered. We're not considered what we need to be a Pac-12 school.
Why does it even matter? It's like that's
don't know.
athletics.
I don't know,
Like-
but that's just how it is. I think Big 12 is probably more likely, but neither are very likely, at least
Yeah.
for the foreseeable future.
Especially if we keep on sucking. Like maybe if we're
We don't
We have to-
suck.
well, if we go, we have to be, you have to use momentum if you want to do like cause a ton of change.
Yeah.
And if we were trying to make a Pac-12 push, we'd have to use it during a big momentum swing to
This
where we
kind of
could
is,
use.
though. We're in the
But-
middle of the best 2-year stretch in basketball history at this school.
That's true, but
And
if
the
we
football team looks good.
if we get like next year hypothetically, if we win the Mountain West Championship, that would be a big swing,
Yeah.
as well as if we win an NCAA tournament win. If we got that would be a pretty big swing. I
I
think
don't
that
know how likely that
San
is,
Diego
but yeah.
State has a much bigger of a swing than we do, where
Oh,
they
well,
can use
yeah.
momentum from the championship to that. Where if we,
We don't need to beat out SDSU. We just need to be the best option besides.
I know,
them,
yeah.
honestly,
If we,
Fresno's basketball team is trash.
yeah, that's true.
They're trash.
If we can't like expect to go 5-7 or something and like suck and then go like, let us in Pac-12. Like you have to use like momentum
Yeah.
of just like the short-term success to try to get in. I feel
There's
like.
a lot that goes into it, and we're just not there yet.
Yeah.
Hopefully, relatively soon, but
I doubt it.
Yeah,
But
we might be in the Mountain West for a while.
yeah, I definitely think so too.
It's all right, though. A lot of wins.
Yeah. I mean, and especially it might not be the worst thing if the top power like group of 5 team makes it to their new playoff bracket.
That's true. That
so
actually,
we might actually want
in
to
terms
stay
of
in
the
Mountain
new
West.
college football playoffs, staying in the Mountain West is actually an advantage for us at this point.
Yeah, I think so too.
We'll have a great opportunity every year to be that best group of
that
5
number
team
1 team. Yeah.
that gets an auto bid.
So I think that might not be the worst thing in the world to do that, but going back to the UConn and San Diego State, I think I'll pick San Diego State to win. I think it's rough because if I'm going to be honest, I don't think they're going to win. I might pick them for points.
Yeah.
Because I think it will be a closer game than -7. Like
honestly, I'm gonna take UConn. I'll eat the points.
you'll
It's
take
fine.
UConn with the points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was also kind of funny because we picked the UConn and Miami game, and I was 2-0, and you were 0-2
I was.
because it was.
Did I say Miami?
You said Miami.
No way.
Yeah, you said Miami because you thought UConn should win, so you took Miami, and then
Oh, I did do that.
yeah, and then I think I went under
Huh.
points for UConn, and you went over, and I got under UConn.
Oops.
So, man,
I mean, this has not been a very good tournament for me in terms of predicting
Yeah.
things. So if you're a UConn fan, I'm sorry, but UConn -7. Lock it in.
oof. See who's the bad luck now?
Me.
I
Just not
shifted
from-
off to you.
At least I'm not the bad luck from my own school, though.
That is true. That is definitely
That
true.
curse was real.
That was brutal. I'm so glad I shook that. At least I think I shook it. I'm pretty sure I did. Maybe.
TBD.
But I mean, that'd be so. I mean, even getting to this point for San Diego State is so big.
Mhm.
Like, even if they don't win it, I think they're still credited to the point where it's like that's
Oh,
just even
yeah.
better, dude. So I wrote an article about San Diego State, and I think I talked about how it hurts and it like helps Boise State.
Yeah.
That got like 900 views in like the first day. And then now I'm like, please win for the sake of my article's going to get way more views if they
Yeah.
win. So I'm like, please do it. I know it's very selfish, but oh well. Anyone else would do it. If they you would don't lie. If this was you, you would want San Diego State to win too. I'm just saying. But
Probably.
anyways, on a NBA playoff race?
Yeah.
Football.
You also get football.
How many points?
I went first last time.
Oh. I also got football.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 3. Some of these football ones hard though.
These aren't
Oh.
at all. All right. What player prevented a Super Bowl touchdown by knocking the ball from a showboating Leon Lett's hand? Do you even need the options?
Yes.
Andre Reed, Don Beebe, Steve Tasker, or Thurman Thomas?
Oh wait, shit. Wait. Read the question again.
What player prevented a Super Bowl touchdown by knocking the ball out of Leon Lett's hand?
Wait, what Super Bowl is that?
Long time ago. Bills Cowboys.
I don't even know. Wait, read the options again.
Andre Reed, Steve Tasker, Don Beebe, or Thurman Thomas?
Thurman Thomas?
Nope.
Who
It
is
was
it?
the Don.
Well, Andre Reed is not even.
What?
Okay, never mind.
I don't even know if it's. I low-key don't know if it's Beebe or Beebe. I'm pretty sure it's Beebe. But yeah, Leon Lett was
Wow.
like running into the
rough.
end zone, like celebrating, and he comes up behind and knocks the ball out of his hand.
Oh, I think I've seen that actually. That's a rip. Tragic. Okay, 1, 2, or 3.
I'm up 1-0. Let's go 3.
Let's go 3. Okay. I've already asked that question. So, which player is the NFL's all-time leading scorer until Adam Vinatieri broke the record in 2018?
Martin Anderson.
Damn it. Dude, these both. The other one was which player led in yards from scrimmage with 2 different teams in successive seasons in 1998 and 1999? Tiki Barber, Edgerrin James, Marshall Faulk, or Ricky Waters? I think you asked that question to me.
I low-key don't know. Is it Falk?
Yeah.
Okay. I assumed.
Man, 4-0.
Dude was
4
a yard
zip.
machine.
That was
Yeah,
rough.
4-0. Good start.
Man.
So, the NBA, most teams have about 4 games left. We're about 78 games into this season. And so the playoff race is taking shape. In the East, the Bucks are currently the 1 seed with the best record in the NBA.
Celtics choked.
Celtics are the 2nd seed with the 2nd best record in the NBA. The conference is not clinched yet. The Celtics can still win it, but the Bucks probably will. After those two, it is the Sixers, Cavs, and Knicks who are currently in playoff position right now. And then you move down to the play-in, which is the Nets, Heat, Hawks, Raptors. Yeah. And then
Those are the ones that are eligible for
and
it.
Bulls. And then the
Bulls.
Magic are the only team in the East on the outside looking in that's still alive. So those are your 11 teams that could be in the playoffs for the East. I mean, the Bucks and Celtics, rightfully so, are at the top. There's no real surprises here. I maybe thought the Heat would be a little bit better than they are. The Nets are not going to play as well as they're seeded because, they traded Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
But
I mean, the Bulls did pretty well last season, and then they should have. I thought
the Bulls are
did
just not very good.
Yeah.
They're really not. They're probably going to be the 10 seed in this play-in here with the Raptors, Hawks, and
Yeah, probably.
Heat. Yeah. So it's got to be the Bucks coming out. I think it has to be. Giannis honestly deserves more love for MVP than he's getting. All the conversations are between Jokic and Embiid, and
I
those.
still think Giannis is the best player in basketball right now, if I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I think so.
I think
it's so close. There's several guys with an argument for it, but Giannis, I think it is Giannis.
I feel like he's been consistently like the.
I mean, he's
best.
he's one of the best defenders in the league, and he's like unstoppable.
Yeah, especially playoff time. Like,
yeah,
it's ridiculous. Like, I mean, Jokic. He's pretty good, but also in the playoffs,
Jokic is incredible. But
I don't know.
And I think his defense gets maybe a little more hate than it deserves, but it's far below Giannis's.
Yeah.
So, and Embiid, I think his defense is a little overrated, low key.
Yeah.
I love Embiid. I think he's one of the elite players in the NBA. I think Giannis is better.
Yeah.
So, on the West side,
on the West side,
in the Western Conference, you got the Nuggets and Grizzlies still battling it out for the 1 seed. The Nuggets with a 2-game lead right now. They'll probably lock it up. The Sacramento Kings are in 3rd.
That's crazy.
They have officially clinched the playoffs, ending the longest playoff drought in North American sports.
Yep.
Which is insane. The Suns follow them up at 4, Clippers 5, Warriors 6. And then moving on to the play-in, it's the Lakers, Pelicans, Timberwolves, and Thunder. And then there's 2 teams on the outside looking in the West that can still make it, those being the Mavericks and the Jazz. The Mavericks are only like a game or a half a game behind the Thunder. There is only 4 games separating the Clippers from the Jazz. Or from the Mavericks, sorry, which is insane. That's the 5 seed to the 11 seed. There's 4 games that separate it, and there's 4 games left in the season.
Yeah.
So a lot can change, and a lot will change over the next few days.
I mean, coming out of the West, I know the Nuggets are number 1, but I don't trust them enough to make it out.
The West is crazy. I can't see any of these teams beating the Celtics or the Bucks in a 7-game series.
Me neither.
I don't even know who could get out of this, honestly.
I think Suns.
That's who I was leaning.
I'm very high on the Suns, if I'm going to be honest, especially
they got
with
KD, bro.
Yeah, I think I feel like they're not being talked about as much. But KD's been great for that team, and he's
awesome.
able to put up he's able to put up 40, and then Booker's putting up 35.
Right.
Yeah. And they also have Chris Paul. Chris Paul used to be, before, when they had their
He's still
great,
good.
He was basically the most talked about player on that team.
Yeah.
And, I mean, now he's not because it's Booker and Durant, but he's still really, still really good, so.
The Suns are a very good team. I think a team to watch out for, maybe not to get out of the West, but to play better than their seed, is the Lakers. And I know the Lakers get a lot of love which causes them to get a lot of hate just because they're the biggest team in the league. Like, everyone knows the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
But they have LeBron and Anthony Davis, first of all, who are two incredible players. Even now, LeBron is still one of the better players in the league.
Well, we were talking about this the other day. A couple people. They're arguing that Nessie was arguing it. It was LeBron and AD are the top two duo, like the number one duo in the league. And
KD and Booker.
We were talking about that. Yeah, that's what I said. And they were like, no. And I'm like, LeBron and AD, their issue is that they don't stay healthy.
They don't play together enough to be the best duo, honestly.
Like, I don't think that. I think that, there's a ton of issues. Like, on paper, they're probably the best. But the issue is
I still think Booker and KD, though. Crazy.
What other duos are there, like, other than
Kyrie and Luka?
I feel like it hasn't been as great.
Giannis and Drew.
Yeah, but I feel like that's way more Giannis than anything.
Oh, it definitely is.
Yeah.
It definitely
it's just like a one-sided.
Man, I can't even think right now. You can't really say Steph and Clay anymore.
Yeah.
I guess kind of, but
they used to be. Like, I feel like they were
Harden and Embiid, Smart and Brown.
Yeah.
Smart?
No, it's
Tatum
Brown
and Brown.
Tatum, yeah.
What in the world? Okay.
I knew what you meant there, though.
My brain is fried.
And we were talking about that, like,
Smart.
I think that's a pretty good one as well.
Tatum and Brown could be it. That could be. It's close. It really is. I don't know. I think those guys we listed are the top ones, except for maybe Giannis and Drew. I just don't think Drew Holiday can keep up with that caliber of player.
Yeah.
He's a great player, though. But yeah, I think out of the West, man, I don't know. You're going Suns?
Yeah.
As of right now, I think the Lakers are going to make a run. I don't think they make the finals, but I think they'll make a run. I'm going to go Grizzlies.
The Grizzlies?
The Grizzlies have had a lot. They've had a lot going on this season, like a lot of distractions, a lot of off-the-court stuff. I feel like, and I could be just making stuff up right now. I'll acknowledge that. But that could kind of bring them as a team like closer, and they could click at the right time here. They're still the 2 seed with everything that's gone on.
Yeah.
John Morant is one of the best players in the league, obviously, and
they're probably one of the better teams.
They got a great team around him. Yeah, so I guess as of this moment, I'll go Grizzlies, Bucks.
Yeah, I'll go.
Or maybe the Celtics.
I'm going Bucks too. I'll go Bucks.
I'll go Grizzlies, Celtics then, just for variety's sake.
Yep.
And I think that Tatum is going to be motivated to get some revenge. There was a lot said about his performance in the finals last year, and supposedly he was dealing with a pretty serious injury, but that doesn't change the fact that they lost, right?
Yeah.
So I think he's going to be really motivated to get back there, and I think that he's one of the best players in the NBA. He's probably top 5 to 7.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that he has what it takes to get there, and their team does. They're a great team all around.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the NBA. We'll talk more as the playoffs start, but that's what we're looking out for.
Yeah, now on to the segment where I'm not going to say one word.
Facts.
I have
Card
no
first.
idea. I already saw that one. It was basketball.
This dude's cheating.
You got football. Damn it.
Yeah, you get the basketball one now.
Wow.
All right. I have football.
Yeah.
Give me... Yo, if I get 3, it's over.
Yep.
Literally. Oh, wait. We have 2 more categories.
Kill shot.
So if I get 3, it's over.
Yep.
Give me 3.
Give you 3. See, this is the replay system card that we had. I thought I threw those out, but okay. Well, that doesn't really give me much options, but which kick returner became the first special teams player to ever be named the Super Bowl MVP? Devin Hester, Brian Mitchell, Desmond Howard, or Deion Sanders? This is a tough one.
I'm embarrassed, honestly. Can you read them again?
Devin Hester, Brian Mitchell, Desmond Howard, or Deion Sanders?
Desmond Howard.
Damn it!
Yeah. There we go.
No.
Well, game's over.
Yeah.
That's another dub. Wheel time.
Shirt of shame. Next, that was close to opposing jersey. It's missing the little notch, but it would have been shirt of shame. Oh, damn.
So the whole next episode?
Yep.
Let's go. I like it.
Yay.
And
My
you'll
favorite.
be sitting in the shirt of shame listening to me talk about yeet.
Yep.
Let's go.
It's going to be so fun.
All right.
Why are you looking at next episode?
NHL playoff race. So we have not talked much about the NHL at all because, in all honesty, we are not super knowledgeable on the NHL.
Yeah, we're not
I
going to lie.
love hockey. I love watching it. I watch a lot of Avalanche games because I'm an Avalanche fan. But I just have a really hard time like knowing the players and understanding everything that's going on, right? It's hard to pick up a sport sometimes.
Yeah.
But we're going to try because it's coming down to the playoff race and, football's over and baseball stinks. So
I don't agree with that, but okay.
the Bruins are running the league. It's not really that close. They are far and away the best team in the regular season. They became just the fourth team in NHL history to get 60 wins in a season. And they obviously, because of that, have clinched the best record in the league for the regular season, which I believe gives them the President's Trophy. Sounds right to me.
They get a trophy for just the most wins?
Yeah.
Damn.
They do that in like soccer too.
Really?
Yeah, I think. I don't know, man. Soccer sucks.
Yeah.
I'm hating too much. Soccer doesn't suck. It's not my thing. But in the East, the six teams have clinched the playoffs already. Those being the Bruins, obviously, the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Carolina Hurricanes, New Jersey Devils, and New York Rangers. They are clinched. They're in. There are 7 other teams in play for the 2 wild card spots. So there's a lot of different scenarios for the Eastern Conference. Over on the West, only 3 teams have actually clinched so far, those being the Golden Knights, the Kings, and the Oilers. And then there's the Wild, the Avalanche, and the Stars, who are currently in the next 3 playoff spots but haven't clinched. And then there's 4 more teams battling for those 2 wild card spots, those 4 being led by the Seattle Kraken. I mean, I'm biased. I'm an Avalanche fan, so I want to pick us to win it all. It's hard. It's very hard to see a universe where the Bruins don't win it all.
Yeah.
Just with how good they've... I mean, they're the 4th team ever to hit 60 wins. It's insane. They're, again, hard time with players, but when I watch them, they seem good at every level. They have multiple good lines. They're running away with the President's Trophy. Like, it's not even close. So it's tough to pick against the Bruins. I'm going to take them out of the East, and I'm going to be biased and take the Avalanche out of the West and say they go back-to-back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right.
Hey, they're healthy. They're clicking. They won it all last year. Avalanche, don't sleep.
I mean, I would take my opinion with a grain of salt because I obviously don't know what I'm doing. For the West, I'm going to be also biased. I mean, I've always been a Kings fan. I mean, fan. I mean, if I'm going to be honest, I was way more a fan of their minor league affiliate team. Way more. I was a huge Ontario Reign fan. Huge. That's the only reason I like the Kings is because the Ontario Reign, and they were like the affiliate
Were they just
team.
close to where you lived?
Yeah, they were close. I also love the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. Those are my baseball team.
The what?
Dude, the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes.
The Rancho Cucamonga Quakes.
Yeah. Dude, that's actually where Trout played. Like, he
Really?
played for that team. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
They have, like, a big old banner for him on there.
I bet.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like, because for the Quakes, he ended up, this is how I changed it into baseball. Just kidding. But, like, with the Quakes, they used to be the affiliate team for the Angels, and then they became the Dodgers affiliate team. I think
Okay.
right now they're still with the Dodgers, but that's a weird type of thing. But Ontario Reign, they used to be my favorite. I used to love their games, and they were for the Kings. We never really were Anaheim fans when I was like, I mean, we knew of Anaheim, and we're like,
Like the Ducks?
yeah, the Ducks.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, which is weird because typically we always hated to go like for the LA team.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah, because you like
for-
the Angels.
yeah, we like Anaheim Angels. For basketball, we just never watched basketball, but we didn't care enough. And for that, we did and we always hated the LA teams in like California for football that were there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we always just didn't like the LA teams, except for the LA Kings. That's the only one, I guess. But I'll pick the Kings for the West. I feel like they always choke, though. Like, last year they choked in the playoffs, so probably
Hey,
again.
Nobody was beating the Avalanche last year.
Okay. And for the East, I'll pick the Bruins as well, but I think that the Lightning will be close. I think Tampa Bay Lightning
Why? Just
will
because
be
they
able
win
to.
a lot?
Yeah, I mean, consistently,
I
I
mean,
think that they're going to be.
They went back to back before last year.
Yeah.
So
hmm And they were in last year, too. The
yeah.
Avalanche beat them.
Yeah.
See, I know my stuff.
Like I
I
said,
know hockey.
Avalanche weren't losing to anybody.
So I think that the Lightning will probably play the Bruins for it.
The team to watch out for could be the Oilers, if for nothing else, just for the reason that they have the best player in the world, Connor McDavid, who, I mean, you'd have to sit down and think about it, but I don't think there's even close to as clear a best player in any sport as there is in hockey. Like, no one says anyone but Connor McDavid, really. Basketball, it's super arguable. Football, people say people other than Mahomes. So, I don't know. It's just kind of insane. Baseball, it's super arguable. Like, who even knows? But Connor McDavid is incredible to watch. It doesn't take a very trained hockey eye to see that he is doing things that no other human is doing right now. He's ridiculous. He's super fun to watch. He makes hockey awesome. So, yeah, there's our NHL segment.
Yeah.
I promise we will try to talk more about it as the playoffs go on. We will try.
He will be talking about it.
Yeah.
Yep. And as well, for our final thing, we have MLB opening day. Woo! Yeah.
The MLB has started.
Finally.
And there's only a few more months until people care.
Yep. I mean, the weird thing about baseball, if I'm going to be honest, is like how some fans get so mad when their team loses. And
bro, you got a game tomorrow too. There's a game every day.
I know. Yeah. Like, I feel like you could get mad if you lose a series because, like, but if you lose one game and you get mad over it, like,
unless it's like
really
a stupid loss. Like if you blow a lead or something.
Or if, generally you have, like, your better pitchers playing.
Yeah.
And if, like, you play your better pitcher and you lose, like, with that it kind of makes you mad. But I feel like if you just get mad over one game, it's like, dude, there's so many other games. It's literally just series based. So I feel like if you win most of your series, you're better off. Like,
that is probably not a feeling that either of us are going to know this year.
Yeah.
Considering he's an Angels fan, I'm a White Sox fan. So, hey, White Sox split with the Astros, though, in the first series of the season. So I'll take that.
Yeah, we played the A's.
They are currently getting their back blown out by the San Francisco Giants, though. So that's sick. That's just lovely. Go White Sox.
I did want to talk about Real Muto's ejection.
Bro.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was stupid. That was so dumb. And, like, so if you didn't see it, literally Real Muto went like this to get the ball, but then
From the ump?
Yeah, and he thought that the ump ended up throwing it back to the pitcher instead, so he didn't touch it. So he put his hand down, and it was at the perfect time where the pitcher or the ump was throwing it, and it ended up missing his glove, and the ump ended up ejected him, and it was even funnier because there's this one video that I saw where they ended up like reading their lips, and basically Romuto was like, "How am I supposed to know that you were throwing me the ball?" He's like, "I didn't feel it in my glove," and then the ump was just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And so basically the ump knew that he was like...
And you might think like, oh, that's a little odd. Like, why would he think the ump threw it back to the pitcher himself? They always give it to the catcher. Well, earlier in that same exact game, the umpire was throwing it back to the pitcher.
Yeah.
So you really can't blame JT for that. Like, that was...
Well, and then there was also another issue earlier, and this really sucked, where I think it was the Royals. I forgot who it was that was throwing. I think it was I don't even know. But the Royals player, they're at bat, and he swung, but the player from first was trying to steal second.
Mm-hmm.
So the catcher was trying to throw to second. But what happened was it was right after a strike swing. So when he was throwing, the bat got in his way, like, because it was like after the swing.
Yeah.
And he throws, and he busted his thumb open during the throw.
I didn't even see that.
And they called the batter out because they called it an interference. But he was like, it was my bat after a swing. He couldn't have he didn't intentionally do it, but they called him out. And they were basically they were reading the ump's lips, and he's like, they're trying to describe what happened, and he's like, the bat,
Yeah.
bat, and he just kept on saying bat, and then they're like, yeah, but he didn't have any say over his bat because it was right after the swing, and he's like, well, the bat's on him, so that's
Yeah.
interference. He's out.
Dude,
Which
umps might be the worst refs in any sport.
yeah,
Like it's tough to say because NBA refs are rough.
I mean, just the whole sport in general for baseball is so like weird with certain things. Like I feel like
The unwritten rules piss me off.
it's so like, the best player is subjective. I mean, I feel like there's like a good argument for, Ohtani, Judge, Trout, or like the pretty much unanimous three. They're up there,
You think
but
so?
it's still subjective.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, most people are probably going to say Ohtani because he could do both pitching and batting.
Hey, my
But-
boy Jose Ramirez, though.
He's not up there.
Come on.
He's not up there with
Show
Trout.
some respect.
He's not up there with Trout,
I
Judge,
love
and
Jose
Ohtani.
Ramirez. Dude is anchoring my fantasy teams.
But
Him and Mookie.
it's like, and then with the umps too, it's way harder because, I mean, you're looking at a ball at like
Yeah.
90 to 100 miles per hour, and you have to see if it's over a plate.
It's
and the
less
whole-
about that and more about like the
personality issues. They
Yeah.
have like a ton of ego issues, which is
Mhm.
like the biggest
so do
issue.
NBA refs.
Yeah.
All of this makes me appreciate hockey so much more because hockey refs are awesome. Hockey refs are great. Like every time I've watched a hockey game, the refs they
They let them
stay
fight.
they stay out of the way until they're needed, right?
Mhm.
They let them fight and then take them away. The penalties, like I really love the way that hockey is reffed. It seems like the refs and players have a much greater mutual respect than in other sports. And yeah, I don't know, man. The dynamic of hockey is really awesome. The NHL needs to get their head out of their ass and learn how to market
Mhm.
because they have an incredible product that people just aren't seeing, So
Yeah.
I think
mean,
it's a shame. I think hockey deserves a lot more spotlight, and it's honestly the NHL's own fault that they don't. So
yeah, and I feel like hockey's way more of a pickup sport to watch, if I'm going to be honest. Because I think basketball could be overwhelming. I think,
I don't know. I guess it's tough to say because I grew up watching basketball every day, so it's like second nature to me. And I've tried to pick up hockey like 2-3 years ago, so it
I think,
felt
well,
hard
like,
to learn.
for the passive viewer, I feel like if they were to just go to one sporting event, hockey's probably the easiest one.
It would be more fun, I would say, but the average viewer is going to know more about basketball
That's true.
than hockey for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, like Steph and LeBron.
Well, no, in person.
Steph and LeBron are as famous as people get.
I don't want to
so-
watch hockey over the TV. I'll watch it in
I do.
person way more. Really?
I mean, I'd like it in person better, but I also love it on TV.
I think TV. So if I were to watch a sport on TV,
The announcers
think-
for hockey are good too, bro. Hockey's so awesome.
well, it's funny because for football, I'd rather watch it both. For basketball, I'd rather watch in person.
Mhm.
For hockey, I'd rather watch in person. And for baseball, I'd rather watch on TV.
Okay. What?
I'd rather watch baseball on TV.
Why? Baseball on
mean-
TV is not as good.
Dude, that's what I like. I like.
No, you just go there, eat
Maybe
some
it's
fries.
because, well, when I used to go to the games, I used to always leave at like fourth or fifth inning. I never stayed for a game. But I was
Oh.
also little.
Well, that's dumb, man.
Like, I always
Stay-
never
stay
stayed
the
for
game.
full 9 innings. Like, because they're long too.
Yeah.
Like, it's
I'm trying to think. I think I've
rough.
only been to a baseball game in person, at least MLB, in Seattle. I don't think I've been to any other stadium.
Well, I mean,
or
that makes sense
park.
because you're from Seattle.
I know, but like, I guess I've only seen 2 NFL stadiums too. Huh. I want to see more stadiums, man.
I'm trying to think. I've seen 3 NFL stadiums because I went to SoFi.
Yeah,
I
I've
went
just
to-
seen Levi's and
I mean,
Lumen.
Yeah. Well, I've seen SoFi. I've seen when they played at the Coliseum.
Mm.
If you count that, because that's the USC, but like they played there for a bit.
Yeah.
And then I saw the what's Phoenix's
State Farm.
State Farm. Is that start from Marina? Oh,
The Cardinals?
Yeah.
Yeah, State Farm
State Farm Arena.
Stadium.
oh, Stadium.
I'm like 90% sure.
Oh, but I saw that one. For
Cardinals
baseball,
stink, though. Who
I mean,
cares?
I've only seen Angels games.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I've never been to. Well, that like, I mean, that makes less sense than yours because you only had Seattle. But like where I was from, you did have like the
Yeah, you had a lot of
Dodgers,
options.
You had the Padres. You had the Angels.
The Padres Park is one of the best in the league.
Yeah, I've never been there.
You never been to Petco?
I mean,
I want to see a game at Petco.
My family was always just only Angels, and that was it. We only watched Angels games. Like, there would be no reason for us to go to the Padres Stadium unless the Angels were playing the Padres. But my parents my dad specifically, he hated the Padres. He doesn't like them. And so he doesn't like the Dodgers. I mean, that's like our rivalry, like kind of, but yeah, I guess. But
I mean, we still got a few minutes left here. I'm enjoying the stadium talk. If you had to pick like 2 from each league, like stadiums like on your bucket list, like stadiums you haven't seen that you want to see. So for the NBA, I want to see a game in LA, obviously.
Yeah, Staples Center.
And I want to see a game in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Very basic picks, but I really want to see those.
Mm-hmm.
For the NFL, honestly, on my bucket list is AT&T, the Cowboys. And I also really want to see a game in Buffalo.
Oh.
I just feel like that environment would be sick. And
I mean,
yeah.
So,
baseball I think has like the most clear good and bad parks, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like there's less of a difference between NBA arenas than there is between MLB parks.
Mm-hmm.
And for the MLB, for me, it's definitely Petco, the Padres, and PNC Park in Pittsburgh. PNC looks awesome.
Yeah, but Pittsburgh sucks. Like,
I've never been. I don't know. Oracle too, I guess.
I want to see I want to go to MetLife.
Really?
For the Mets, I want to see that.
Do the Mets play at MetLife?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, that's what it's called, like their park.
That's
Or no, it's City. No, what is
it's
it?
City Field.
City Field.
I was gonna say
my bad.
MetLife is
my bad.
MetLife is the Jets and Giants.
My bad. I want to see that, dude. And then they have the big old apple that pops up and down when they hit a home run, dude. I want to see that. That's been.
I would want to go see like a White Sox game, but the field's not that cool.
Yeah, and I mean, for that would probably be my number one for baseball is seeing the Mets, and I also want to see.
I want to watch a Diamondbacks game in the hot tub.
I want to
see the pool.
I want to see a Yankees Red Sox game because I feel like that would be really dope. Either either with like either home team, I guess. I think that would be so cool to see, either in Boston or in New York. I think that's just an iconic duo or like an iconic matchup that you have to see.
One of the two most famous rivalries of all time.
Yeah,
with the Lakers Celtics.
I think that is something that has to be, something that's like you got to see if you're a baseball fan. For football, I really want to see the Packers. Lambeau Field. I've never seen them. I mean,
I feel like that stadium itself isn't that great. It's just like.
Well, it's also my favorite team.
It's just like how legendary it is.
Yeah.
I
mean, it's way older. They have benches.
I'm dumb.
What?
Allegiant, the Raiders.
Oh yeah, that would be such a cool
That's top of the list. That game would be. That stadium looks incredible, bro.
Dude, SoFi was also really cool.
I bet, yeah.
Yeah, that one was really
like
nice.
Would be. It's also crazy expensive.
Dude, it was ridiculous.
I kind of want to go to SoFi to see Morgan Wallen in the summer, but
dude, like
whole lot of money.
I mean, even in like because we sat in the fourth stand or like the fourth like row.
Okay.
It was still really nice and still you could see really well.
Yeah.
It's a really entertaining stadium. It's a ton of free space in there, like outside, like because they have the circle around it, and it's a ton of free walking space. They made it really big. It was really nice. The only issue is it's in Inglewood, which is a really bad area.
Really?
Like really bad. That's a really bad spot of like if you know like anyone in LA, like near LA, they say Inglewood, that's really bad. Really bad area.
Learn something new every day.
Like
I don't know anything about California.
That's also where like the Clippers play. Like that's why people don't really like the Clippers is because that's more like
The Clippers play where the Lakers play.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
No,
What are you talking about?
they don't play at
They play in-
Staples Center.
They play in the same arena.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
I
they do.
Don't. I do not think they do.
They play in the same arena.
Dude, okay, wait. Where do the Clippers play?
They play in the same arena, bro.
I doubt it. Okay,
When
wait.
Doc Rivers was the Clippers coach, he would make the arena cover up the Lakers banners and retired jerseys, so it wasn't a distraction. They play in the same arena.
Oh, you're right. I thought they had a
There you go.
different. I thought they played somewhere else.
Nah,
Oh well.
same arena.
Wait. Yeah, they have a new. Well, they have a new arena in Inglewood. That's why. They're building a new arena in Inglewood.
Oh well, not yet.
So, that's where I got confused. But because I saw that they had the new arena there, but that's a really bad spot. Really
Yeah,
rough
I've
spot.
never been.
Kind of brutal.
Like I said, I live in Washington my whole life, man. I know nothing about California, which is not great at this school because everybody's from California.
Yep.
Like quite almost literally, bro.
Well, anyone, not even just from his school, everyone in Idaho is from California.
Yeah, that's very true.
I feel
actually.
like with stadiums though, I feel like it's really hard to remember all the stadium names.
I'm pretty good at it. Not amazing. NFL, I think any NFL team you ask, I would know. NBA, closer.
What's the Falcons? Where
The Falcons, it's Mercedes-Benz.
play? Panthers.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude. I'm pretty sure it's some bank.
That's a kind of,
Oh man.
it's either a bank or a company. I mean, there's not really that many options there. I'll throw you an easy one. Where Miami play?
Hard Rock.
Yep.
Bro, what is the Panther? I'm looking it up. We have like 30 seconds until the episode ends.
Yep.
Start the outro.
All right. Well, it was a great time talking to you guys today. That was a weird. Thank you for listening.
My god!
You scared the
Oh my god! Bank of America.
You scared
I knew
the living daylight out of
knew
me.
it.
That's
Oh, how did I not get
that
that?
scared me. Anyways, thank you for listening to the Sports and Stuff Show. Make sure to check out all of our stuff, Sports and Stuff Show on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, TikTok, everything except for Twitter, which is SNFs_show. We'll be back on Friday with the Stuff episode, and thank you, and we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.